Do you feel like your hair is on fire, or the people that you love or their hair is on fire because of things that are happening that may be outside of you, but they're happening to you, or you feel like they're happening to you and even sometimes against you? Well, I'm Johnnie. I'm with Johnnie Lloyd and Associates, and I'm the Mindset Maven, and I help you bridge the gap between what you know and what you do. The emotion that you're feeling, especially if you're in this place of chaos right now, is real. It's real, and it's something that you can help yourself master. Because remember, we're doing soul mastery. So, how do I in this situation, how do you in this situation master your mind, your will, and your emotions in the middle of everything seems like it's on fire, it's chaotic, right? There's a lot of things that are way outside of our control. At least that's where we feel. So, on the emotional side, remember on some other videos I talked about the power of the pause. So, sometimes things are happening and you need to take a moment and just pause because our brain wants to run, or it wants to fight, or it wants to freak out. All of those things, our brain and our emotions just got pushed, like, poke the bear kind of push. And now we're like, we could be in a place of responding, um, or reacting, and both can be beneficial. Responding would be after the pause, because then I can respond in a way that I've taken a second to just gather me and put me in a place to be more calm, and then I can move forward. Does that mean my life is going to be perfect? Does that mean I just decided that that's not going to happen? No, it may not change what you're in or the situation. However, it does change giving your power back to you in a place of calm. You know how people say that light and dark can't be in the same place? When you turn on a light or you illuminate a candle and you walk through a dark area, immediately the darkness separates. So in the place of calm, when you're dealing with chaos, it separates and makes a space for you to take a moment and just sometimes breathe and gain clarity. You say, well, Johnnie, why do I want to be in a place of calm when crazy is happening, right? Because you need clarity. Because when we respond sometimes to a chaotic or something adverse and causes our emotions to drive up, what can happen, and normally does, is that we lose control. It's like me getting in water with an animal that is used to the water and thinking I'm going to fight it in its environment. See, when you're dealing with chaos, or you're dealing with someone who is chaotic, or they're having issues in their tissue and they feel like everything is on fire or whatever's happening, as soon as you shift the environment for yourself, you give yourself space to move forward. Again, does that change everything? No, but does it change the way you perceive, the way you respond, the way you react to it normally? So I'm just going to use a couple examples. If you're currently in a situation and there's a issue with your employment, and you and I both know employment is no joke, and uh, most people are living paycheck to paycheck. Now that may not apply to you, but money is serious, and you don't want anybody tapping into your resources, right? So what could happen? Or if you're in fear that, and this is important, in fear that something is going to happen adverse to your resources. You say, how can I deal with that? Well, if it's popping up in your head and you're dealing with it in your head, that means your emotions are attached to it and you're going through a process for your body. So how do I eliminate some of the stress, Johnny? You calm down, you figure out what is the things I can control. If I have concerns about my money shifting, and I don't mean upward, then what can you do today while your money is still coming in, or even if it's not, what can you do to shift some things so that you have more resources in whatever you have available, that you can use it for your needs maybe and not your wants, where you can go through, okay, we need to make sure that the house is, covered, or the rent, and we have food and all of these things, right? Let's make sure of that, and then that calms down your brain. Let's say you're looking at it and you're saying, I think there's going to be an issue with food. You know how you hear stuff in social media, you hear stuff on the news, you hear stuff, right? Around you. Then what can you do? Buy a couple things to put in your cabinet that has a long expiration date, and know that you're going to have resources in your cabinet, right? People are talking about finances. Woo, woo, woo. Take some of the resources you have and maybe have a little cash, more cash than normal on hand. I know you only do debit cards and credit cards, right? So now have a little cash. You don't have to spend the cash because you have it available to you. Do what puts you in a place of calm. Do what you can do. I'm not talking about interfere or infringe your rights on other people. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what can you do. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can today to settle your brain, to leave yourself in a place of calm, and to open the door for clarity. Now, let me tell you one of the major things that I haven't discussed, but I want to make sure that I mention, and we did it last night on Clubhouse. Um, they said, what do you do to feed your brain? Your brain, feeding your brain, besides giving it water and nutrition, notice I said nutrition, not junk food. Nutrition, you have to be careful what you hear, what you feed through your ears, and what you say with your mouth feeds your mind, feeds your mindset. Because remember, your brain doesn't know the truth from a lie. So when you continue to feed on things that may be adverse, may be in the space of chaos, don't be surprised that you feel chaotic. Don't be surprised that chaos is what you're driving to yourself. Don't be surprised, because your brain is looking for what you provide to it. Your brain is a servant, and your mouth is part of its master. Your ears are connected. So keep that in mind as you move forward. Now, I don't want to make this too long, but I needed to do it for the chaos, calm, and clarity perspective, just to give you some tips and hopefully help you move forward better today than you were before you turned on the video. Just a moment of clarity and calm will shift things in your life. Remember the power of the pause. Remember breathing. Remember mindfulness. Remember that you matter and you get a chance to make some choices. That your choices matter, and that today is a day that you get a chance to walk out your decisions. Continue to walk them out in purpose, in clarity, and calm. And when you can, as much as you can, avoid chaos. I am Johnnie, the Mindset Maven. Please subscribe and follow and share. It is imperative that we build a community that is stronger together. Have a great day.